Cathie and Tony Seba expressed lately on disruptive technology and how EVs and especially Tesla are affecting the automotive sector. I am Hervé Ballot on Planet Tesla. Please support our channel by pressing the like button, subscribing and striking the bell. Let's dive in. But before that, for investment, go to eTORO.
No commission, zero, nada, zilch with Copy Trader. Just find a top investor on eTORO and hit copy.
Find the link here below. We base ourselves on a 2019 Tony Seba presentation that has been relayed by our friend Steven from Solving the Money Problem, and on Cathie Wood's from ARC India's views about the disruption impact of electric autonomous vehicles on the automotive industry. The very definition of a technology disruption is when new products and services create new markets and when then they radically transform industries or actually make them collapse, so they can be seen as destructive technologies. To have disruptive technology, you need a convergence of technologies, interlace innovations, steep S-curves, leading to a market trauma. Every technology has its own cost curve, but technologies alone don't enable disruptions. The second thing to take into account is S-curves. Every single adoption of new technology in history in the last 10,000 years has adopted an S-curve under which the cost of production gets down when quantities increase. It never happens on a linear basis, but always as an S-curve. Here is the example of color television. The same can be applied to transportation and specifically the EVs. So technology disruption is when new products and services create new markets and they radically transform industries or actually collapse the conventional industry. This is exactly why Ford, GM, Fiat Chrysler and the vast majority of all big car manufacturers are going out of business before 2030. This is a market trauma having a financial impact that can happen right away. That cost curve says that by 2025 all vehicles are going to be electric. All cars, all trucks, all vans, not only because people like it, but for purely economic reasons. S-curves are getting faster and faster. Now technology, in and of itself, is not what causes disruption, it's convergence. For example, in 2007, both Apple and Google came up with its smartphone. But why not in 2005 or 2009? That's because all the technologies that made a $600 smartphone possible happened only in 2007. Disruptions happens from the outside. Now obviously the pandemic has accelerated this huge disruption. It's meant that things that were going to happen in 2, 3, 4, 5 years time now are happening today. All legacy car producers lost in average 30% in 2019, and then suddenly one automotive manufacturer in the entire country, in the US, Tesla, is showing year-to-date growth in sales up to 65% versus everybody else. And look at Tesla. They have got a super powerful computer, artificial intelligence software, battery that are coming down exponentially in costs. The battery cost has just begun to come down by 50% as Tesla presented its new battery technology in Battery Day. All the Wall Street analysts are completely oblivious to this. I made this channel to illustrate Tesla ecosystem, the batteries, the software as artificial intelligence, AI, super hardware chips, software, streaming of games, movies and music, worldwide supercharger network, car transport insurance, solar and wind energy, stored in mega packs. Add to these other Elon Musk businesses, SpaceX, OpenAI, Boring Company and Neuralink. This ecosystem is going to disrupt or have already disrupted ICE, that is to say internal combustion engine cars. When you converge those technologies, essentially they act as super disruptive and by 2030 they're going to wipe out both conventional energy and transport as we know it. So the question is, how EVs are already today disruptive for ICE manufacturers. First, on a cost per mile basis, EVs are 10 times cheaper to power than internal combustion engines, automobiles or trucks or whatever. An EV has 20 plus moving parts versus 2000 plus of an internal combustion engine. EVs have exactly zero maintenance or near zero. EVs can drive 500,000 miles plus, and that makes them super disruptive, especially for fleets, because fleets go to 100,000 miles per year over 5 years. If you're Uber or Lyft or Amazon making 100,000 miles per year per vehicle, it means that over 5 years you need one EV to replace 3 internal combustion engine automobiles or vans, so it becomes interesting. If you continue that cost curve, you see that by 2025 all vehicles are going to be electric, all cars, all trucks and all vans, for purely economic reasons, not because you like it. Tesla just announced that by 2023 they will have a $25,000 vehicle. By 2025 they're going to have a $10,000 EV with 200 miles range. No more gasoline vehicles or diesel will be sold. In California and many states in the world, ICE cars cannot be sold anymore from 2025 or 30 on. Go to China and you can already start seeing $15,000 to $20,000 EVs with 300 kilometers range. This Chinese EV market is immense. Keeping in mind the Chinese government has mandated people to abandon internal combustion engine vehicles as soon as possible. If you've seen a skyline of any major city in China, you'll understand why. So my friends, what do you think? Do you think that EVs are a disruptive technology for automotive market? Do you think it's going to happen on the long term, softly and very smoothly on 10 years? Or is it going to happen in the next 2 to 3 years? Write your comments below. I read all your comments. This is Planet Tesla. I'm Hervé Ballot and I wish all the best. This is Planet Tesla, I'm Hervé Ballot and I wish you all the best.